So this morning we're here with Catherine Zimmerman. She's a player at Calder United, and we're just going to get to know a little bit about her. Can you tell us how you got involved in football and your position you played?
Yeah, so I currently play like forward or midfield. But growing up, I think how I originally got started in soccer was, and my best friend will attest to this, that she's a little bit older than me, so she started playing like rec, like low level, like when you're young, like 5, 6, 7 years old, like playing soccer. And I think she told me to do it, and so yeah, I think she will take credit for that, I think, openly and happily. So yeah, she originally got me started into soccer. I think when I was young, I just liked it to be running around. It wasn't until maybe I was like pre-teens that I was like, I just love the sport. Like, and I'd played other sports growing up, but probably, yeah, when I was like 10 or 11, 12, maybe, like I told my parents, like, I just want to focus on soccer and like, that's it. um,
Yeah.
so yeah, it was from a pretty early age that I took it pretty seriously, I guess.
Mm. And I know you can tell by the accent that you're from somewhere else.
Yeah. So I'm from Madison, New Jersey in America.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's right. New Jersey's okay.
And how was your experience playing football over there and the journey that you took through the college system?
Yeah, I always say the setup of sports is very different from here to like to the US, because you play for a club team, or you kind of grow up playing club with the goal to go to college and then hopefully play professionally in the US or overseas or something.
Hmm.
Um, but here it's like, yeah, you have the club system from when you're young to like our team is, the youngest person is what, like 17, the oldest is like 30. So
Yeah.
it's just that setup is a little bit different. And I think each of them have their pros and cons, but what I love about here is that you could just, like, I could be like 35 and like keep playing on this team. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if my body could handle it till then, but yeah, the setup is definitely different. But again, I think it's what like the clubs that Australia has to offer here are definitely pretty cool.
Definitely. Um, so looking at your Wikipedia page, I know you were involved in Sky City over there.
Yeah, Sky
Oh,
Blue.
sorry,
Yeah.
Sky Blues. Yeah, how was that like?
Yeah, well, that was a dream come true pretty much. Like, that was my home state, like, pro team. So just to get the opportunity to play there was, again, like a dream come true.
Yeah.
It was short lived, but it was still like probably a highlight
Yeah,
of my career so far.
definitely is. To represent your hometown, especially.
Yeah, definitely.
And we know you've obviously moved to Australia. What made you make that decision, and what's the experience been like?
Um, well, after Sky Blue, like, um, after I lost my contract there, I stayed on as a practice player.
Yeah.
And I think I just mentally just needed a change after a while with
Yeah.
that. So I was kind of just like, oh, I'll just go overseas, like, because I think all over the world there's opportunities. That's like the good thing
Yeah.
about the whole situation. So I went to Switzerland to play for a little bit, and
Wow.
that itself was a great experience too. And like that kind of just gave me like a bit of a new outlook with soccer. I was like, all right, I got to like the very top of where I wanted to be, or it's
Yeah.
almost the top, I guess. um, and then, but I was more just like, oh, like, what can soccer give me now? Like, I've given so much of my life to soccer and I love it and I wouldn't change a thing. Like, it's not been a sacrifice for me because I
Yeah.
love it so much. But I was just like, all right, like, what can I get out of the soccer? And that was just traveling and being able to meet new people and kind of see the world. So when I got the contact to Australia, or to
Mhm.
Mark, pretty
Yeah.
much, I was talking about it with him the other day. Like, I remember it so well, just that it was just contact through email, and like he didn't answer for like a couple weeks. And I was like, oh, like, there goes my chance. Like, what am I going to do now?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just got in contact with him and came out for a trial, and that was late 2017, and then my first season was 2018 here. Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
so it's funny looking back on that.
It definitely is. Speaking of looking back, how did you find that adjustment when you moved here?
um, It was probably like I like all the teams like after college that I started with.
Hmm.
Like that transition is sometimes hard, just like being the new person and like just meeting people and trying to be yourself and fit in and blah blah blah. Like,
Yeah.
but here is probably the easiest, just because all the girls are so awesome. Like, I think we'll always say like our team is very special. Like, we get along very surprisingly well for the age range and just all the different personalities. So
Yeah.
like the club was also super welcoming and just brought me in like I was one of their own, like right from the start.
Yeah.
So yeah, the girls in the club were just super welcoming and nice. And as far as like the life aspect transitioning, like it wasn't like that much different than America, I
Hmm.
guess, as far as just like everyday life, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, the driving on the other side of the road and steering wheel on the opposite side was an adjustment, but that's probably the only like real hard adjustment I had to make.
Yeah. That's always a fun adjustment to get used to, driving on the other side.
Yeah, there's been a couple instances where I'm like, oh, I have to like skirt over.
Yeah. I know you mentioned playing for Sky Blues was one of your memorable moments back home. Was there another one?
um, Probably like my whole college career.
Yeah.
My last 2 years were especially memorable just because the coach I had I still talk to him like today. He's one of the best coaches I've ever had, and he helped me get to where I am today. So
What's his
I'll
name?
always be grateful for that. Sam Lopes. So that's out of Providence College in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Shout out. But yeah, so playing under him and then just a group of girls we had there too, like he pretty much just turned our team around. Like we were always like bottom of the ladder. But my last 2 years we made it to postseason, and then my senior year we made it to the Big East finals, which
Wow.
hadn't been done in a while. We ended up
Yeah.
losing, but just that whole trip, like it's like a tournament type thing. You fly to another part of the country and
Yeah.
you're just in a hotel with your teammates, and it's like it was about like a week long maybe. Like, so we had the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. So like we had 3 games in the span of, I don't know, like 8 days maybe.
Yeah.
So long ago now, I kind of don't remember the specific details, but yeah, just I think that tournament, all the games we won leading up to the finals were huge, and I think that was like our issue. We like I felt so much energy in those 2 games that when we got to the finals, it was
Yeah.
like it was just a dud of a game, honestly. But yeah, so I'll just never forget that whole year, but mostly just that season with the group of girls I was playing with. It was pretty special.
Definitely was. And what about you? What's been a memorable moment here in Australia?
Probably all of last year. I mean, like all my time here has been awesome. Like, each year has had its like ups and downs. This year probably being the lowest, just with everything going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, last year was awesome. Just again, our team has such a good bond, so I think that is what helped us do so well.
Mm-hmm.
We pretty much won everything from the start. So
Yeah.
yeah, and I think it all came together during the finals,
Yeah.
or grand final. So I mean, just that whole year, especially the last few weeks leading up to that grand final, I think was pretty special.
Oh yeah, definitely a moment to remember.
Mm.
And let's finish things off. What message would you give to the younger players at Calder?
I think anyone in my position would just tell them to work hard and dream big, pretty much. Like, I think all of us on the seniors at Calder, like we've all had a dream to like be where we're at, and to get where we're going, basically, like with soccer. So yeah, just as long as they're working hard and enjoying it and having fun, but they also have a goal and like a dream, like there's no reason why they can't accomplish that.
No. Great advice there.
Thanks.
Well, thank you for joining us, and thank you for your time this morning.
Yeah, thanks for your time. It was fun.
And all the best this year.
Thank you.